What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another video in our PGA career mode here on EA Sports PGA Tour. If you missed the last couple of videos, we made it all the way finally to the beautiful US Open out at Brookline for the Country Club, and we performed all right. I mean, it was our first time checking out that course. It was our first time really in those conditions, and I feel like we played pretty well. We were in total control of our game for the first two rounds. Unfortunately, the third round wasn't bad, but it was a little too scrambly to really be in consideration going into day four. But we stayed composed, and we did finish inside the top 10. It was the first time in our career in our professional career, where we have not finished it's the first time we haven't finished second. So a little bit disappointing. You know, you obviously want to go in there and grind for the win. Fitzpatrick was unbelievable. I think even if we were playing our best, there was no way we could beat him. But we played okay, and it was still a solid major showing, and now we have one left to try and get a major win in our first season of our career, with 10 weeks left on the schedule. So we're rapidly approaching those playoffs, and our first season is starting to get to that tail end, and we want to close off in style. So Claret Jug is obviously our next goal, but looking at the schedule, if I just skip ahead to current timeline, I hate this bug. Going to the next one skips back to the first one. But anyway, we have about 3 tournaments in between the US Open and obviously the Open tournament for the Claret Jug. And if you missed last video, I kind of talked about how I'm starting to consider either not playing these tournaments or really selecting which one I do, just because a lot of them are made up, a lot of them aren't necessarily real tournaments. They're kind of placeholders. We have a couple here: Kiwi Championship, the main classic, and then Dominican Open. And I was thinking, I was like, you know what, I don't really want to just skip every tournament that isn't a major or a high stake event, like the Arnold Palmer, like any of those examples. So I was like, well, I love Tara Iti, the golf club out in New Zealand. I absolutely love Teeth of the Dog, and I haven't even tried playing the Cliffs at Lighthouse Point in Maine. So I was like, you know what, instead of just skipping them entirely and just having videos where it's back-to-back majors, I decided to switch up what our career settings are. So going forward, and this will continue until the end of the season and into season 2, instead of just skipping the events that we, are a little underwhelming or not really tournament settings, we're going to switch those to regular quick rounds. Regular events will now be quick rounds, and keeping the full events for majors, the Players EA Sports, and all of the playoff events. So instead of skipping it, you guys are going to get one video with 4 rounds playing just the select holes that the game chooses. That way, we don't know where the game's going to put us. It could put us very into the plus scores. It could put us really into the scores under par. So I think this is a cool new way to kind of showcase some of these courses and play some of these events that we'd otherwise skip. There's still going to be events, as you can see on our schedule, that I will just choose to skip because it's not something that I'm interested in playing. In a real career, you don't play every single week on the tour. But I don't want to skip these few next courses before the Open. So first video today is going to be one video, 4 rounds, but it's condensed for the quick rounds, and we are jumping into the Kiwi Championship. We are finally playing some tropical golf. I have some beautiful, very colorful outfits that you'll see throughout all of it. We have 8 to 12 mile per hour wind. Things are playing firm and fast, and we're going to kind of just see where the game decides to throw us in. Again, it's going to select which holes are the most important, and then we're going to see where we've kind of left off.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
I love Tara Iti. I think this is such a unique course.
Northern tip of New Zealand.
I love New Zealand golf. It's one of my favorite. And we are slotted through 6 holes. We are even par. So we have some work to do if we want to battle it back. And you saw some really low scores out there. So this course looks absolutely sensational in this game. This is probably one of my favorite courses that I reviewed, and one of my favorite courses that they have in the game. I think they hit every detail, every color scheme of New Zealand absolutely perfect, but we don't know how it's playing. So there you go. There's our scorecard. We have 1 birdie, 1 bogey. We're on hole number 7, and we're going to have to play this extremely impressive going down the stretch.
Frank, we made it coming off a thrilling
drivable par 4 here. Wind is pretty strong, so we're going to aim way out to the right. We got to get off to a hot start.
Auckland, New Zealand, your home country. I can tell you,
Pretty good
being
shot.
here
Doesn't look
at
like the
Tara
wind is
Iti
actually taking it
was
as
worth
much
the
as I
time
would have
it
thought,
took
and
getting
it's a
here.
little bit long.
Because
So we are going to
this
find that
place is
waist area.
absolutely
You know,
magnificent.
bit of a
I'm glad you think
natural
that way,
bunker
Rich.
as
I
this
just
is
wanna
built
say
on some
welcome,
sand
and it's
dunes.
nice to be
Not a
home.
bad shot.
Tara
Looks like
Iti
we have an
is
okay
2 hours
lie.
north of where I grew up as a kid. You know, I first played at a public golf course called Chamberlain Park in Auckland. And to see the game develop in this country, and Tara Iti wasn't even around.
So not my greatest pick shot. As you can hear Nabilo talking about how he grew up in Auckland. The fellow Kiwi there.
Tree country, farming country.
I don't know why I said fellow because I am not Kiwi, but he is
a
a very popular Kiwi announcer. There we go, down the hill, right to left, up the hill, right to left putt.
My hometown and my home country.
Oh, it just didn't want to turn. So in our first hole on this quick round event, hole number 7. Oh, sorry. Mistakes made. This is for par. This was a drivable par 4. I keep forgetting that Tara Iti has some short holes. But that is a par. We're gonna have to play good. We're tied for 62. So again, we might miss some cuts with the way this game picks and chooses your holes. We have a select amount of holes that we really have to, you know, drive this one into a good position to set the computer up to finish off these rounds. So we hit another beautiful drive here. So the driver seems to be connecting very well. Obviously that one was a little, the last hole was a little right and a little long, but a beautiful drive here on hole number 8 puts us in prime position to try and get this one up and down for a birdie, get into the red figures. A little bit of a smile there. He's having fun, like I said, just playing some beautiful tropic-like golf. Is we're gonna have to club up here, I think.
1-3-2 left to the flag today, and the pin on the left portion of the green.
Doesn't need to be full. This is about a 75% shot. Comes out pretty hard left, so that wind is pushing it more than I thought. That is going to be about pin high, just to the left of the green. So the wind is causing havoc in our round early here. You saw one birdie through what's about to be 8 holes, assuming we don't pitch this one in. Tough pitch shot here coming back onto the green. Yeah, great pitch shot. We have another tap in par.
I think I'd be fairly pleased.
But yeah, I
with
think
that,
this is
Frank.
just a
What do
really
you think?
solid way
do. It
to, you
was
know,
so,
not
so
skip
good.
events. Kind of get to see some of the courses because, like we've talked about all career long, there's just so many beautiful courses that this game has to offer. And if you skip an event, that might be your only chance in the season to see it, especially with Tara Iti, especially out in New Zealand. You're not there more than once in your career, on a season in your career. So this way we get to see some of the, you know, the holes that really pop. You're going to see it down at Teeth of the Dog. Those signature holes along the ocean are absolutely sensational. They're so beautiful. But right now our focus is just trying to get this to some sort of a respectable score with a lot of guys going extremely low here on day 1. And this club is feeling really good since the US Open. This was a club that I was very, very impressed with. It's kind of funny. I feel like my short game has kind of been faltering the last few events, and we've had the driver and the putter kind of give us those strokes back. Whereas before, it's like, okay, your driver was a little bit fast or slow, and I rolled out to 372. But just enjoying that sunshine, ladies and gentlemen.
So
I'm happy with my
yards,
idea.
this
I still don't
is
think
second.
the quick rounds are that much, like, not real. Like, I don't know. I still don't know if I enjoy it, but I think it's better than just skipping the event altogether. So hopefully you guys feel that way too. We have a nice little finesse shot back into the green. One hop stopper to 5 feet 4 inches. That's what we need to kickstart our round. Still lots of holes out there.
This would be a good way to finish
This
off
is
the front side.
uphill, slight left to right, but barely. Might jump a little bit at the start. It didn't turn at all. That was a dead straight putt. So a bad read by me, and this is not going to help our case. I saw it was like 0.3 above us, which means it had a chance of breaking, but I just think with the fact that it was uphill the entire way, unfortunately, kind of just sent that one straight past, and it was a bad putt, bad read. So a missed opportunity there. Not the most ideal. I think we can club down here. It's about 227 to the flag. The wind is pretty strong, so it's going to send it to the right. If we can just muster this 5-iron to the front of the green, We're doing the little truffle shuffle again. I can't believe they haven't fixed that bug. I can because it's EA. Struck this one pretty well. This is going a lot more right than we intended. Beautiful distance though. Got a huge release, especially coming in from that left to right wind. Just not able to do what the it seems like we're following the trajectory of the round that the AI put together for us. So gonna flop this one right off the fringe. Probably wouldn't do this in any other course or any other hole or even in real life, but just with that massive, you can see the undulation in the green right before it's dark, which means it's severely downhill into the grain, or sorry, with the grain, so it's going to just funnel super fast. This is going to be breaking a little bit up the hill. I don't think they're breaking as much as I think, so we're not going to play it with that much. Oh my god. Why are you waving, bro? Oh my goodness. So we actually get to red numbers. And an unfortunate showing here in round 1. We have a par 5. We gotta get that one back. See, I'm not entirely sure how many holes. This is my first time playing quick play. No idea if like you play the rest of the round out. It simulated, you know, 7 holes or whatever it might have been. But we gotta be aggressive with this tee-ball here. We gotta aim it off the left side of the fairway, let the wind take it back. We gotta go for this one in 2. It's very makeable. You can definitely get there in 2, but it starts with a good tee-ball, and I think that's exactly what we just did. Beautiful ball, and that's going a long way away as well. 301 carry. This is gonna roll probably about 100 yards, if not more. Over 400 for sure. That looked like it was 100 yards. That's 362. Did that not look a lot more than 60 yards?
Way down there, a good look at
that was a little weird. Honestly, I was fully serious when I said that was over 400 yards. But still, 370 basically is not a bad drive. We got 167. I'm going to club down to 160. The wind is going to... Actually, I might club down twice, as crazy as that sounds. It is severely downhill. Wind is helping us. We just basically need to get this P wedge to the front of the green, and then the wind and the slope should do the rest. Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is basically going pin high. Little short of pin high on the right there, but we got 22 feet 6 inches for an eagle. This would be huge. Obviously, it's going to be a very challenging putt. Downhill almost the entire way. Snap putt. We got to get it right to this grid mark that I'm looking at here. About 5-6 feet short of the hole, and let it trickle down the entire way. Go in. All right, not a bad putt. Great pace on it. 1 foot 5 inches.
That'll be left for birdie.
Now we have a tap in birdie. Finally get that birdie from our play on the scorecard. Back to even. And there's the simulation for the rest of the round. So we bogeyed 10, got it back on 11, and then the AI took over and we shot 3 under par for the rest of the back 9. Still a long way to go, but to finish with a 68, we did our part in righting the ship. We didn't gain any strokes while we were out there. If anything, we almost lost strokes. But as you can see, we birdied the par 5 11th. The par 12 was birdied. 16 and 18 were both birdied. So a great finishing round by the AI. And this is kind of exciting. I mean, again, I feel like a broken record, but this would otherwise be a skipped event that we're now out there trying to see what the AI and I can piece together. So wind is definitely not slowed down. It's stronger, but it looks like the firmness has, you know, softened a bit. Maybe some moisture coming through. Beautiful morning here out in Tara Iti Golf Club, Mangawai, New Zealand. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I love this course. Look at this. Stunning.
From the northeastern coast of New Zealand and Tara Iti
So
Golf
Vince
Club,
Wale with a 7 under, Tyler Duncan with a 6 under. So although there is wind, there is some pretty good scoring call. Oh, and this is interesting. So a good opening 9. Birdie got him to 5 under, and we are coming off two straight bogeys. So there you go. We have some work to do to get back to that 5 under. It just makes it very interesting. That is one good thing is I think it's kind of silly playing like 5-6 holes out of a round. I would much rather play all of them if I had the time to play all of them. But it does make it interesting to see where the AI has put you when you get into these select few holes. So Coming off bogey to start our play is not the most ideal and not something you necessarily want to see, but we had a beautiful drive there. We now have an opportunity to finesse this one in. There's quite a bit of wind up there, so I'm going to full 60-degree this. This is a full swing, all like 80 yards of it. You can hear the ocean, you can hear the wind. This one's way up in the air. This is going to spin back a country mile, but it's going to be a beautiful second shot there. 6 feet 1 inch down the hill for a birdie here to right the ship and try and get back a couple of those strokes.
6-footer now.
We have a down the hill putt. It is going to be fast. It is going to be moving. And we have dripped in a birdie to right the ship, get back to red figures for day number 2, and there's still 5 holes that we're going to be controlling to try and get closer and closer to that 9 under. Norlander still has not yet to tee off, so this number could go even crazier. But we are now at the par 315, 200 yards. Wind is everywhere. This is going to be a very difficult shot. It is into our face, so this is playing every bit of... Ooh, I feel like this is a 5-iron, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to play a high fade, try and take off some of that wind. Oh, and the wind is just sailing, and that's even too much club. So, misjudged shot on my part. Just being into the wind, I for sure would have thought we would have had a club up there, but not my best look there. We got a delicate little pick shot here. I'll tell you what, that is a pretty good shot. We nearly drain it. Rolls out about 6 feet, and now we have a very, very makeable, almost flat, it looks like. I think this is dead straight down the hill, ladies and gentlemen, for a beautiful par save here at the 200-yard par 3. And it is a beautiful par, so we stay in the red numbers. A 4, a 3, and a 5 to close out.
Come up with a few birdies in short order if he wants to play the weekend.
What is the cut line?
Stepping up to the 16th hole.
That had to have been a bogus announcement, right? Cut line is 5 under par. Holy shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have to go try hard if we want to finish this one and make it into the weekend. 5 under par at a tournament. That just shows you how many guys are shooting that well out here. Holy jumpins. We're going to need at least 2 birdies to feel safe if there's still half the field to go. Beautiful drive here. We'll have a little bit of a pitch shot, maybe even a flop shot from there, like a longer flop shot.
So a big drive.
Oh, I think a spinner spinner is the play here. Just lean forward a little bit, put a bunch of backspin, increase the loft, try and one hop stop this. Oh, I clicked the practice shot. And I mean, ladies and gentlemen, when the pressure is on the most, and you see the cut line at 5 under as you approach the final 3 holes of your second round, that is exactly what we need to do. Down the hill putt, pretty much straight.
It's for birdie.
And we will get to that 5 under number, and we have to at least get a single birdie from this point out. 2, I think, would seal the deal, but we 100% need to get a birdie on one of these 2 holes to feel confident that even if that cut line moves up a little bit, we are safely in to play the weekend here at Tara Iti. So this is actually so much fun. Knowing that there's a lot of pressure to make the cut line, we're going to aim to the right side of this tree. I love that you can see the mountains in the background there. New Zealand is on my bucket list to not only visit, but go and play golf at. This needs to go. Oh, that wind is incredible. Missed club. Should not have clubbed down. I thought the wind was more right to left. It was a little bit more in our face than I thought. But yeah, New Zealand is on top of my bucket list for places to visit in the world, just to see. I'm a massive Lord of the Rings fan. Seeing the vistas there, I think would be a gift. And I think playing golf there would be incredible. If you follow YouTube golf at all, go check out Luke Kwan from Good Good. He currently has been uploading his trip that he spent, I believe, 13 or 14 days out in New Zealand playing golf. And If you want to see the most beautiful courses in the world, go check out those videos. They're absolutely incredible and make me extremely jealous. But nonetheless, we have a task in hand. Not going to power drive this. Just need to get this one safely in the fairway. Par 5, bit of a dogleg right. Send this one out there a long way and set yourself up to go for this one in 2. You can see the undulation here of New Zealand in full effect, and this is what you see at any course out there. It is remarkable how hilly, how scenic, how much movement there are with any shot in any situation. Fairway, rough, bunker, putting. It is such a fun place to watch golf.
Big drive.
We got 190
distance here for a second to the
190. I think I'm going to try and finesse a shot in there. Oh, this looks really good, ladies and gentlemen. This looks really good, ladies and gentlemen. And at a par 5, we finesse a 7-iron to almost perfection. 15 feet 5 inches for an eagle. That would surely get us in for the weekend.
16 feet away now.
But we need a birdie at the very least. So left ourselves in a phenomenal position back up the hill. A little bit of right to left break, not a ton. Get it to the hole. If it goes in, great. If not, it's a tap in birdie. Oh, and just blew it by. So up that hill, there was very little break. We have that comeback putt down the hill.
Way to finish off the final approach shot with
this to hopefully secure as a 6 under going into the weekend.
It's a nice finish, a birdie at 18. And that will be matching 68 for the first 2 rounds.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have secured our day in the weekend, but you can see just how absurd these rounds are out here. You got big names, you got, you know, not so many big names, a lot of low scores, but for us, another back-to-back 300 par round playing alongside what the AI is capable of doing is a lot of fun. I will say this is way better than just skipping the event. We have our work absolutely cut out for us. Wind has died down, ladies and gentlemen, so this should be a very scoreable hole or round. But again, we got to wait and see where we're placed on the round. We got to wait and see what the AI has been able to do for us.
EA Sports.
And there you go, another beautiful vista. We'll let this one play out. Just such immaculate color scheme. The darker, rich greens, the white sands. Ladies and gentlemen, our AI has thrown us into 3 over through 6 holes. 3 over through 6 holes as we head to the drivable 7th.
As we take in the leaderboard,
and that is not what you like to see. A bogey at 3, a double bogey at 4. We have dropped down to 74th place.
Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the par 4 7.
So we have some work to do here in our next 6 holes to hopefully help the AI close this one out, as we will club down to a 3 wood. This one looks to be on a very good line. Gets a favorable kick.
Just what you want.
It will roll off the back just slightly, but we should have an up and down for birdie to at least get back to 1 over for the day, 4 under for the round.
Approach here. This is second from behind the green.
This needs to sit. Needs to sit. Oh wow, this is fast. That is a fast pitch shot we just had. Now we'll have a 9-foot comebacker. This is not ideal for what we are hoping to achieve from this hole here. But we have the flat stick rolling. We will get that birdie, erase what happened at 3. Now we need to get another one, get back to even par, and we're hoping, just praying, that the AI can pull off something, because as you can see, the other AI around us are playing exceptionally well, and on a day where the scoring should be the best, we have gone off to a bit of a rocky start. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this. I think I like this idea the best, keeping all the hardcore, you know, true PGA Tour events to full rounds, especially the majors. I mean, that's not ever going to change, even if we get up into, you know, career mode season 10. That will never change. But another beautiful drive here, front pin placements. We did want to send that a long way, so we have a bit of a shorter club in. 71 yards should be very, very reasonable for a finesse shot, and that is exactly what it's chosen.
Yards, this is second.
We're going to try and send this one just over the flag with about an 80-yard shot. Let the wind grab it, add some spin. This one looks really good. If it's got the spin, this is a very good shot. Yeah, it didn't have as much spin as I actually was anticipating, given that with a 60-degree. But nonetheless, we got a very, very good shot. Pretty much a dead straight down the hill putt. Just gonna play it on the outside right, just in case it does have a little bit of movement.
Got it there, but
I must have pulled that. That must have been or I don't even know. That really, really kind of confused me. So missed opportunity there. I actually don't really know what happened.
Okay, good roll there.
Said the putt was straight. It looked straight. I guess there was just a little bit more break towards the end of the cup. So I guess that's what I get for not looking at all sides of the hole.
Now the par 4 needs a good tee shot.
Par 4 ninth. I think with these holes that I have remaining in this third round, I believe I got to get back 2 more strokes at the very least. We saw what the AI was able to achieve on day 1 on the back 9. There is some scoreable holes out there. This needs a good kick to the right, which I don't think we'll get. So this is going to find the waste collection area. But I think it's pretty straightforward out of there. 100-yard shot.
Stop in time.
Obviously not the most ideal situation. Ball is below our feet.
So this is second now, trying to get this out cleanly.
I had to play this about a 115 shot, I think. Aim straight at the pin because it's going to hop to the left, but the wind should bring it back. Hoist this one way up in the air. I mean, if it doesn't snap back, it should be pretty good. Yeah, that is a phenomenal shot out of that fairway waist area.
That will sit out of the fairway bunker. It certainly gets a pass grade.
We turn to Notabegay the third for this look at birdie.
And these are the putts you drill when you're on the putting green before the round. This should have a good chance to go in.
It is going to move to the left, I think, quite a bit. Go in the hole, please.
Yes, very impressive.
Yes. So we have gotten back 2 of the strokes that the AI fumbled on. I think we need to get back to that 6 under look to really have a chance to put some pressure on these guys later on, because I got to think that a lot of them are going at least 5, 6, 7 maybe under par again. It's very scoreable conditions. You kind of are given what you're given with the AI, which I think is a unique take. We will club down to a 5 here. Play a bit of a high fade to take off some of that wind. This one's come out dead right. I think I had a bit of a tug on that one, but I mean, it's still a good shot. It's just a little bit more right, and that is going to be, if this comes back off that hill, oh, this is going to be a nearly impossible putt to hole. This is going to be a nearly impossible putt.
Just want to maneuver this one close down the slope for birdie
to hole. Just tap it to that ridge. I mean, that is so hard to judge in a video game, man. Like, it's moving left to right. You don't know how much.
This will be a 5-foot putt here.
And unfortunately, it just doesn't move nearly as much as you think. Down the hill, you don't want to leave it short like I just did, but you also don't want to crush it. And there you go. Unfortunately for us, they could not get it done for the rest of the day. And we are going to see ourselves a long, it's too bad because a lot of the leaders didn't shoot that great. You see, you know, Will Gordon had a 6 under round, Russell Henley, those guys, but when we were playing, it was about 13, 14 under par. It didn't really change too much for most of the field, but unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. The AI sets us up for, you know, a little bit of a tough task, an almost impossible task on, you know, day 3, but we are currently 7 under, so they've gotten off to a really good start. 7 under par for the tournament means they've at least gone to 14 to 20 mile per hour winds. We are in gale force winds, ladies and gentlemen, heading into the final round out at Tara Iti, and this is incredible.
Esports and the PGA Tour, so proud to present.
Now, I want to reiterate that I'm not saying that these tournaments are less important. I think, you know, playing out in New Zealand is incredible. I think the tournament is something special. Same with when we go to the next few tournaments. I'm just saying, for me to be able to record everything I want to record on this game, everything I want to record on other games, I have to pick and choose which tournaments going forward, especially in Season 2, I really want to play. So I came up with the idea that, you know, I can condense 4 rounds using quick play into a half-hour to 40-minute video, and, you know, have it still be, I think, entertaining enough that you guys will enjoy watching it. So we are going to club way down because this wind is absolutely absurd. Clubbing down to an 8-iron might seem insane, but with that much wind, this should be able to get... I mean, look at that ball take off to the left. Holy jumpins. That ball would have gotten there and probably been long if I calculated for the wind properly.
Not a terrible spot either.
What a ridiculous amount of wind we have to deal with here, ladies and gentlemen. And even on these short greenside shots, it's going to move so far to the other side. Right now, we're just playing to enjoy it. Again, I think
from 7 feet.
I think everything is pretty much lost at this point. There's not a lot more we can really achieve. Just try and go a little bit lower to get some money.
Got that up too high and it didn't want to come back.
Yeah, that's a little disappointing for myself there. That was a pretty straightforward putt, and I kind of just lifted out. So I had a lot of lip outs in this video.
The 15. He's gonna fall to 6 under par.
You can see the struggles. 4 birdies, 2 bogeys. Up until this point, I just bogeyed that, so it's 4 and 3. It'll be interesting to see how low the AI at the top, though, because I don't think when you simulate games, I don't think it actually takes into effect the conditions. It might, but I really doubt it. So we're aiming right at that grandstand. This is going to go so far to the left. No point in putting shot shaping on because we won't be able to counteract 20 miles per hour winds. This is a good shot. It's way down there. 277 carry in this wind where the ball is moving, you know, nearly 60 yards from right to left. That is a gorgeous shot to about 310 with a 73-yard shot coming in. I mean, this will be
yards. This is second.
This is going to be absolutely magical to watch. Maybe not that far. The wind gets it. I guess we did need that far, and we needed more club because this is ridiculous. This is what you love to see in the game. I actually wish more courses that were along the ocean would see a little bit more movement from the wind.
Rich, you know, I've been in there,
Playing
I've
this
taken
dead
a good
straight.
look at this one, and I'm not seeing a lot in it. Up the slope, not a great deal of break. Confident roll required.
Playing it dead straight. I mean, it was that's little tiny bit needed to the left there, but that's a good putt. We'll tap in for a par here. You know, to say it's a disappointing round, it really isn't, or an event, it isn't. You know, we weren't even going to play this to begin with, so we're out here enjoying a few showcase holes for you guys, and we'll get out of here with a nice little soft video. There's going to be 3 of these. We're going to play all 3 events between the Open. That'll be 3 videos all about what are we at now? 33 minutes. So by the time this wraps up, probably closer to 40. 3 40-minute videos, 3 full events. You know, I think that's just the way. That's just the way we roll. All right, aim way out left. Wind is going to send this one a mile. About a 3/4 swing pitching wedge. Oh, the wind was more left to right than behind us there. So I actually needed a 9-iron, but we're on the green. We're putting 43 feet 10 inches on any green here is terrifying.
This will require the full attention. A huge swing left to right on this putt. Just trying to get it in.
Huge swing. All right, I'll believe you. I mean, I know I hit that firm. That didn't seem like a huge swing left to right. That seemed like a left to right swing, but it didn't seem all that drastic. Let's try and sink this one here. Oh my gosh, the amount of lips I've burnt for putts is pretty incredible. That's just sloppy. I don't even care that these are quick rounds. These are still our practice holes leading up to the Open, so we can't really slack too much, but since I've taken over, I've made a mess of this one. So not helping out the AI by any means, and I mean, we're probably right near the bottom of the leaderboard. Par 5, let's finish on a strong note. Maybe we can even get there in 2, depending on what the wind's doing. Wind is still, I'm going to absolutely try and mash this one down there. Power drive. Full swing. Absolutely crush this one. But with the movement on the wind, it's probably not going to go that far. 289's not bad. 289's not bad. Rolls out over 300.
Good follow through and a good
So
start.
317, 233. We have a chance to get there into. I would love to finish with a big old bird. I don't even think we need that much club. Get a good kick. Oh my word. Even clubbing down sends it long. Holy jumpins. What a tough event this one is. I mean, if we were playing all of the holes, this would still be extremely difficult to try and score well at. 14 to 20 mile per hour winds is absurd. And I mean, apparently we're on steroids because I just mustered that one 7 feet long. That's a horrible flop shot. I actually don't know what happened there.
For a look at birdie.
And this is working back up the hill, but it doesn't look like it has a whole lot of break to it whatsoever.
Get the birdie. No. Well, ladies and
by.
gentlemen, again, I hope you appreciate these little bit of filler videos. It's a lot easier to record. You know, it means we don't get to skip events. You kind of end up with rounds like this where you don't know what's going to happen. I think that is a little bit exciting. For normal events, I don't think I would ever do that. Just because I don't think it's, you know, that realistic or that entertaining. But what a day by these guys. I said the winner would probably be 7 or 8 under. There you have it. Brandon Hagee wins the New Zealand Championship with 21 under par. Victor Hovland did his best. Same with Francesco Molinari. And that is that's it here for the Kiwi Championship. A beautiful day out, beautiful weekend out in New Zealand for a spectacular course. That's it for this video, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know if you like these filler episodes or if you just, I doubt you would, but if you just rather me skip these events altogether. And we're going to go right ahead into the main classic for the next video. I'm going to record that right now, and there's going to be 3 filler videos before we set out for St. Andrews and the beautiful Open Championship. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you back in the next one.